Giant twisty tube or the gates of hell? Giant twisty tube or the gates of hell? Yo, thanks for tuning in. My name is True Soldier, and we are back with some more Rise of Insanity. Where we left off, I don't know what we were doing. I just know that it's only a matter of time before I scream like a bitch and shit my pants. So without further ado, let's just go. Let's see where we're gonna go. It looks like we're inside the greenhouse, which it looks okay now. The last time we were in here, it was all destroyed, if I remember correctly. But now, look at that. It's not nighttime. The sun's shining bright. I think things are going to be okay. I think we're going to be okay this time. A little more peaceful. Not as scary. Here is... Yes, all this was destroyed before. Because over there is where I saw that one guy, the shadow figure, appear. Right here. And he's not here this time. So thank God for that. Bolt cutters. We might need these. We better take these with us. I don't know when those are gonna come in handy, but bolt cutters sounds like a good idea. I like the lens flare on the sun. They actually did a really good job with this game, because it's not a big game. It's a very small game by a very small developer, but I love what they're doing, and I hope they come out with some more games, because I would love to see what else they can do. What's this? It's a river of orange soda. Is that Fanta? Is that a river of orange Fanta? All right, so let's head back into the greenhouse and see if there's anything that we need to cut with some bolt cutters. I already see a chain right here. Alright, easy enough. Wow, that was the easiest chain to break. I don't even know if I used the bolt cutters. Oh, sunny days. It's about time. You know, it's about time we get an episode where things are good. You know, we're constantly faced with evil and jump scares. And for once, we can just play and just soak in the scenery, soak in the atmosphere. I see a deer. I just saw a deer off in the distance. I hear the sound of a babbling brook. This is a very peaceful stage in the game. Sounds like a cricket or perhaps a croaking frog? I don't know. Now again, I never know, when it comes to this game, I never know what's in my head and what's in real life. So based on what we've been going through, maybe this is real life and all the evil shit is in my head. So I think that's the one I'm gonna go with. Can we go for a swim? I'm thirsty. I got a fever. And the only cure is orange Fanta. Wow, I mean, look at the detail. Like, they didn't have to put fish. They didn't have to put fish in the Fanta. No, but they did. I can appreciate that. Let's see, we got ourselves a little picnic. The strange sessions with Teddy have allowed to obtain the outcomes that my husband so strongly desired. Is a toxic father-son relationship worth it? Teddy is no longer as happy as he had been before. He had become very afraid of the darkness. On the one hand, this is normal at his age. I truly don't know. I can only rely on Eddie, but he seems strange recently. We're Eddie. Eddie the gardener. I have been trying to improve my marriage, but the complete lack of Steven's interest is just killing me. Which explains why she's interested in Eddie. Oh. He is constantly talking about his new treatment method. I feel imprisoned in this relationship. I cannot see any future for it. I know it is a bit reckless, but I'm beginning to feel freer with Eddie. I enjoy the interest that only he is giving me. So it looks like something romantic is evolving between Eddie and the doctor's wife. I'm gonna take this ore. Oh God, I can already see what's gonna happen. We gotta go out into the orange Fanta of death. Oh, this reminds me of Friday the 13th. Just being out on a lake. Oh, in a horror game, you know some bad shit's gonna happen. And the sun is now going away, and everything's turning black and white. I'm preparing to turn around and see someone on the boat just like playing a violin. Okay. Oh, it was a boat ride to Marshmallow Land. All is well. Oh, that was a nice little... Oh, God. Marshmallow Land sounds so fun and innocent, but it's not. It's filled with mystery and jump scares galore. Where'd that kid go? Lead the way, clear child. Okay, so this is the scene we just saw out by the lake.
Just for a while, to fulfill my dreams. During our romance.
Okay, so rendezvous in the garden with Steven's wife. I think this is what we just read. Yeah, alright, so this is definitely the exact same scene that we just saw. Alright, that's the machine from the basement. This is the machine from the basement when we were looking for the, I think it was like for the little weird toys. I think is what these were for. We can't interact with them, so we're gonna keep on moving. I'm getting the chills. We're overdue for something. Something's going to happen. The Breed and Birds Taxidermy. Alright, so we're on trial. Well, here's a door. What? I'm trying to piece all this together, you know, while I talk over the game. So, again, I guess it's from the perspective of Eddie. Steven pressed charges on Eddie, and now we're in a jail cell. We gotta get out of the jail cell. That was easy. Apparently I have an in with the guards, because they just unlocked it for me. I'm gonna start at the back. Anything special back here? No. Okay, let's keep moving. Alright, there's a phone in there, which we may have to unlock this and get to that phone, because phones tend to symbolize escape in this game. I'm just going for it. Okay, that's the interrogation room. Interrogation protocol. In the case of the murder of Susan Dowell and Theodore Dowell, Teddy is Susan's son. Suspect Edward, that's us. The interrogation is conducted by Chief Inspector Samuel L. Wilson. After many attempts to make contact with the suspect, we still do not have any information. The accused is constantly smiling and indistinctly repeating a sentence that reads, "The nightmares have stopped." His gaze is absent. He does not maintain eye contact with the interlocutor. Interlocutor? What the fuck is that word?
Interlocutor.
Interlocutor. Alright, so clearly Edward is suspected of murder, the murder of Stephen's wife and kid. I'm calling it now. It's not a spoiler because I don't know. I'm calling it now. Stephen killed his family. Stephen killed his family and now put it off on Edward the gardener. And has now turned his brain into mush so that Edward can't defend himself.
So maybe you would tell us about your authorial therapy. What do you think, Mr. Dowell? Can you hear me? It's better now, isn't it? So, can we continue? Great. Did you know that Susan Dowell was pregnant?
Pregnant? Possibly with Eddie's kid. He admitted that he had killed his wife and child, but he emphasized he had done it in his dream because Dr. Dowell had told him to do so. It had been part of his therapy. We have finally figured it out. It is necessary to speak with Dr. Dowell. Maybe Dr. Dowell did not kill his family. Eddie killed Dr. Dowell's family because Dr. Dowell put Eddie up to it by brainwashing Eddie, and it was actually Dr. Dowell who was behind the whole thing the whole time. If that makes any sense at all. That's what I'm gathering from this. John, I know that tomorrow is Bowman's shift, so I've hidden the key for the door switches in a safe place. Don't tell him anything. Let's drive him nuts for a while. Okay, drive me nuts. Alright, so we gotta find a key. Oh. Yes, a key. We must find the key. And over here. Alright, that's Morse code. Okay, so we have 3 dials. We gotta turn one to the right, one to the left, and then the bottom one also to the right. So right, left, right. Let's just keep that in mind. Okay. 3. Do. So it's 3, 2, 7. 3, 2, 7. 3, 2, 7. And so that's gonna be the combination once we find this lock. Maybe by the desks? Oh! Alright, got it. Alright, so that was 3, 2, 7. Easy enough. And there's our key. Alright, so we had to unlock a lock to unlock a lock. Here we are. Alright, what do you got for me? We got 2 switches. Well, 1 switch. 1 switch that we can... 3 switches. 1 switch we can actually interact with. I'll get it. I'll get it. Don't worry, guys. I'll get it.
Listen, Bowman, give me some creeps, Doctor. I won't manage alone.
The examination conducted by Dr. Maslow's team should not be taken into consideration during the investigation. Dr. Maslow could influence the examination in order to help his friend. Dr. Bandura says Dr. Dowell was known for his controversial methods of treatment, and that is, in fact, in the past, he has probably led to a patient's death, he adds. Okay. Motion sensor doors. Okay. And they close automatically too. In no way is that a demon or a ghost closing and opening those doors.
I hereby open the trial against Edward about Susan Dowell
All right, we're on trial.
Do the prosecutor and counsel wish to say anything before the trial is started?
Not guilty.
I would like to enclose the report about my client's insanity to the evidence, as well as recordings made by Dr. Dowell during the therapy.
I didn't get a mask.
Could you tell us about the
Oh, I have the bird
between
mask.
you and Mrs. Susan Dow, Dr. Stephen Dow's wife, that tried to cure you? I would like to enclose documents from Susan Dow's autopsy to the evidence. Basing on these, Your Honor, as well as the jury can get to know that the victim was pregnant with the defendant.
So Susan was pregnant to Edward. Again, more motive for Stephen.
I open the trial against Stephen Dowell about malpractice against Edward, who caused Susan and Theodore Dowell's death. Do the prosecutor and counsel wish to say anything before the trial is started?
My client, as a doctor, always takes care about patients' welfare. In the enclosed evidence, Your Honor may read about many difficult cases that have been cured by the defendant. He was trying to cure his protege at any cost to ease the pain.
I would like to enclose to the evidence the description of one therapy conducted by the defendant, which, as we can read, also finished with a failure. The girl, with similar illness like Edward, who under the influence of the therapy made suicide.
And did the defendant realize that his wife was pregnant? Not with him, but with Edward?
I'm telling you, I called it. I called it. Dr. Stephen Dowell used Edward to kill his family. Permission to approach the bench, Your Honor. I need to find a phone. I feel like I'm in the Matrix, so you gotta dial out for an extraction. Okay, we're back in the psych ward. It looks like we're in a psychiatrist's office.
Steven, can I see you in my office?
Yes? Yes, sir? Or are we already in the office? I don't know. Here we go. Okay. Is this the office of Dr. Stephen Dowell? Doctor of Psychology. Alright, we can assume that maybe this is where we need to be. Alright, I'm in the office. What did you need from me? Mother and 7-year-old son murdered. Women receives 30... Sometimes I'm reading this, I'm like, am I retarded? But it's not. There's a lot of typos, and I don't know if it's intentional or if they just didn't proofread their game. Woman receives 30 stab wounds 2 days after the child is strangled during sleep. The father of the family is the one responsible for the commission of all these horrible acts. Oh, the truth comes out.
I think it's time to show you something. Let's go to the next room. Have a seat and make yourself comfortable.
That sounds pretty nice. The next room. I assume you mean this one. Oh! Should we fire this up?
Our relationship started to pass away suddenly. Stephen treated me like a lodger, unwanted person.
Is that Susan?
With whom he lived because it was a kind of interest. And I started to live on memories and projections that were so beautiful and
Someone had to edit this movie.
so perfect. Stephen was in them like years before, like when we moved into our new house and we planned to make a big garden only for us. These memories made me stronger, helped me to survive and wait for tomorrow with hope. First time, I thought that maybe I'm only dreaming, or the projections about him became ridiculously strong. He came to me like before, smiling happy, with sparkles in his eyes. Similar situations repeated in the next weeks, and I, instead of looking for their source, was waiting till my loving Stephen came back, just for a while, to feel like before, like years ago. At the beginning of our relationship, Stephen often told me about interesting things from the psychology ward. During his studies, he met with a case of a patient with multiple personalities. I remember well this case because it seemed to be very exciting. So many different personalities in one body that differ in IQ, beliefs, talents, and even visual acuity. I hid my husband's illness to meet with Eddie, his second personality.
Dude!
Happy, just for a while, to fulfill my dreams. During our romance, we often met in the garden. Today, I again talked with Eddie. He is in very bad condition. Stephen's therapy started to even scare him, he says. He must make terrible things to be cured and finally take a breath. As a last resort, I will send this recording to Abraham.
Yo! That's really loud. That's really loud. Okay. Yo, if you guys have been following this series, I called this. I said that Stephen and Eddie were the same. That was a theory I had a while ago. All confirmed. Actually, everything I said was pretty much spot on at one point or another, but it all came together right here. We have now figured out that Eddie and Stephen are the same person. Confirmed, as called by me, either in the last video or maybe the video before that. But yeah, I was pretty sure that they were the same person because you're talking about multiple personality disorders, and it only makes sense. Oh God, here we go. Hey, wait a second. That door's on the ceiling. Now I'm on the ceiling. How is that doing that? How is that light doing that? Whoa! $14.08. Nothing to see here. Oh! How do I get past the chairs? What the hell? Giant twisty tube or the gates of hell? Giant twisty tube or the gates of hell? Oh God, which one do I choose? Well, I don't have any choice because these really strong chairs are blocking my path. I can't lift them up and move them. Gates of hell it is! Okay. That was not bad at all. Definitely an overreaction. We're not in the gates of hell, we are just in a... What the fuck? Where'd that come from? Yo, teddy bears! Alright, so now what? Gates of hell are back! We've returned to the gates of hell. I don't think there's anything to see in this room. Nothing of importance. Oh God, nighttime garden! Not the nighttime garden! Nowhere to go. Oh, it's locked. Alright, Well, hold on a second. What the... What is going on? Dude, I remember walking straight. Oh god, I saw something moving. There's a raven on top of the grave. What is that? Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. All right. Are these? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, no, no! Oh! Whoa! That's it. That's it. So that's it. That's Rise of Insanity. I might go back and play it again and just see if there's any like little things I miss or I need to know. It looks like at the end, obviously we were inside of, I'm guessing, Steven's, brain, and those were all the different personalities just jumping off into oblivion. And I guess we were Steven, and we got pushed off. We got pushed off by the guy, the Shadow Man. The Shadow Man was behind us. We fell in. Shadow Man now prevails. All the little different personalities are gone. Shadow Man prevails. He's now a murderer. I'm putting that all together. I think that's what all that symbolized at the end. I was hoping for a little more. I love the jump factors. I love the jump scares and being scared. There was definitely some tension there at the end, but the entire last section that we just played, there really wasn't anything that freaked me out like in some of the earlier installments here on the channel. But if you guys want to watch me play some other horror games, there are so many games out there that I would love to check out. If you guys want to see them, be sure to hit that like button to show your support. And also, if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe for more gameplay videos like this. And last but not least, stay swole. I'll see you guys later, and thank you for sticking by this entire series. And I truly appreciate it, because here on the channel, I'm trying to do, different things. I'm trying to spread my wings. And honestly, thank you guys, because I know there's a core audience that has followed me through this entire journey, and I thank you guys so much. So until next time, see you later.